The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he caught it up. And there he goes, left side. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 3rd down. Carroll flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Winston. And takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15, and he's out right at the 25. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Carroll. Right side is Hamler pulling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a 36-yard run back.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Carroll now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
On 3rd down, Carroll. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Play action now. Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Off play action. Carroll. He's got a man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Following the interception, Winston.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Final play of the half here, Winston. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on third down. Carroll eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Winston. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, down at the 33. Operating from the gun, Carroll. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Carroll escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Albert Okwuegbunam.
26 yards.
And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they're within 7 now, 28-21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action. Winston.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Room here to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they...
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Winston's throw pulled in by Renfro.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Third and short yardage, Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Carroll. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. Winston to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Here's Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to... And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Carlson on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
On first down, Carroll. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 3rd down, Carroll. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wagner. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got